life. I have no clue what to do with these facts. And be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, like a Monday, throw body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they
We're gonna
jelly,
random speed flick
petroleum.
and whatever team it
Always
lands
talking
on.
the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it.
I do the same thing. 1, 2.
Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand.
Oh,
Shit.
Easy W. Easy. That's too easy. We can't do that.
This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do.
Them pretty. You look like
We're gonna go against the Madden Legends, and I'm gonna be the worst team. What is the worst team? 77?
Money back, money back, money back,
Oof.
He can tell from the
Oof.
front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways.
We're gonna random speed flick. Panthers, and I am the Chiefs. It's pretty even. I don't like even games though. I like it to be hard. Well, here, I'll make it somewhat. Alright, here we go. Oof.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.
This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be very rough.
I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up.
Alright, so I have the 99 overall team versus the 73 overall team. I'm on the 73 overall team. Let's this should be an easy W for the Elite.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Madden Elites and the New York Jets. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Players over the
no
whole
run
league.
back here. This will be a touchback,
Over
and
our
it comes out to the
generation
25-yard line.
The 73 overall Jets, the 2019 Jets, if that. This is not going to be a good game.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Well, he said
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Yeah, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows him to...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there,
I don't even know who the
opportunistic.
Jets are.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
McCown. The 20. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
Put the fucking ball down.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
Dive.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Second digits, I made it over the line.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Shotgun here for McCown. This is caught.
Get in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Clive Walford from 3 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites offense trotting out again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick
He likes to
things
deflate
up.
balls.
We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Well, good thing is I got a fumble recovery, got a touchdown. I get the ball at halftime because I did the fouls the first time. I can match him.
The give is to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. That's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the spin.
I got stuck on
running
my player,
right
bro.
through it.
Bro, I don't want to hear your shit. I got stuck on my own guy. That don't happen. That was easy. All the way back.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown,
and you're using the
look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
We're not going to talk about that.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 64 yards. And
First play
Jets
drive.
get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Run it back, pussy. Run it back.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Bro,
and they better make sure
no juke, no nothing. You just thought you was going to outrun me. Don't ever make that assumption.
That goes for
ever.
A gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes.
Better hurry up and score in 2 minutes, or I'm going to get the ball back.
We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing now is Brady. Toward the right sideline,
Brady would throw it out.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He completes it to Julio Jones.
It's Julio in his prime. It's a 99 overall Julio.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Back at the 36. Leonard Williams.
Yeah, you're second.
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
39, brother. You better make something happen.
It's a pickup of 12.
I mean, you're in field goal range.
3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go total.
And he's going to be taken down here.
There you go, bro.
Sack back at the 32. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And Tucker's kick right there.
Field goals don't win football games, bro.
Field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
They save them. They don't win them.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points.
Football.
3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue.
They save
because
games.
You know,
they don't win them.
After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I'll call timeout just so I can score on you.
In the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Just 1 second. I'll do a play that I've already ran to.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
I've ran this play probably twice. Let's see.
The final shot before half from McCown. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Santos able to tack on the extra point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
It's okay.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Twisting away. And now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Here, I'll run. Hey, I'm going to run PA double, okay? PA double, PA double. It's literally the play I scored on you.
Almost out of reach.
It
1 second ago.
feels that way, and I think
PA double. Here we go. I'm going to hit him right when he starts cutting across midfield.
What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
I see he's cutting. He's cutting. He's cutting. He's cutting. I got him.
Inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the... Got a man! Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there.
Bro.
He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly
fired
did.
a dart.
Scrambled left, looked left.
Brother, I told you I
left
fired
it in
a
the
dart.
receiver's hands.
I fired a dart.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On the counter, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
His legs.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happening.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Jenkins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Brady to throw. That is caught at the 7. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Airing one deep for Curse. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
What the hell is 61 doing at 15? Oh.
McCown now on 1st down. Airing one deep for Curse. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Curse, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady will try again on second down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Wait 20!
Brady now on first down. Over to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20!
Again, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into the zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Brady to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now out come the Jets. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Airing one deep for Curse, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out.
Able to
Here, I'll
find
scramble
a
on
lot
this
of
play.
empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Yeah, boy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. To throw is McCown.
Oh, shit.
And that is incomplete.
I was about to say, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to dive.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your
Why did you
chair.
grab it, you genius?
Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this
Offense.
No, okay.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he
Should I just
works
let-
it past
bro, I
the
might
30,
let you
almost to the
score just so I
25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp. And it's a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites are in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at.
Oh, I thought I got it.
This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
No, it won't. So I'm going to score again.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he bowls over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And he will score. It's
Bro,
a touchdown.
you are just going to let me do this again.
Julio Jones, 43 yards. And the Madden Elites are in for 6.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Another one.
Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never shoot anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got this
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me sleep rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I got on a meat on the
I want a team that actually bugs me.
I had a in my shoulder. You got to picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean.
What about this? I'm a rally.
Ladies should never look good. My diamonds, they touch me. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah. You can go and get mad.
Here, I'm gonna make myself look ugly. Where's the ugly jerseys? Damn bumblebees. Damn emanate.
But I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me sleep rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the cold. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new be alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed and I swear.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Madden Elites and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kickoff now just moments away.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA
got
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a peek at the Madden Elites as they come out for their first drive. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Dumps it off to Gurley. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They go play action here on first down.
Oh,
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that
he's taken to the ground.
Where's my O-line? Where's my O-line?
And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Right off
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Roethlisberger. Oh, what a move. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Man off the left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Where's my O-line? Number 77. Couldn't have read one of them.
Sack back at the 38. Khalil Mack coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big left side.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And as a result, possession switches hands. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. On 1st down, Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Wait, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
and this results in 6. Touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch?
Of course, the random would choose the
look the ball in,
elites
secure
versus
the
the
catch,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A drive that time of 6 plays. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's good. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 this season before. Now Bell, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in
This is the game. This will make the game
go
because I
for
punted it off
fourth
rip.
down.
They're not going to score in 32 seconds unless I'm just retarded.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be
They're on their own
incomplete.
6.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession
Guess what I could
switches
have done is kick a
hands.
field goal,
And they've
then
now
go for a
made
score.
2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Bro, I ain't buying Probably.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So we've come upon halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, 59 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Wait, 20! 20!
Brady going option left. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20! 20!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing now is Brady. Wide open receiver complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
Roethlisberger will throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. No gain at all on the play there. That
all right, this is it. This is where the game will
that was
be
impressive
won
to me because while it was a pass play, they still
so
rallied to the
hold
football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Well, we almost did
that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 56 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
11 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught.
Get in there.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Frankly, this is just stunning. Never expected these Madden Elites to even be tested, yet they find themselves trailing in this contest.
It's unreal. The roster for the Elites, this is David versus Goliath, but the underdog here finding a way.
Sometimes that slingshot can come through in a big way, can't it?
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites offense trotting out again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Brady 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter. Maybe
all right, this is it. Well, they're going to go for it 100%.
This has been a tough game.
You got 2
Time
more
for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
We got to keep it coming.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We got to keep putting it.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw.
We have to throw.
In the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Roethlisberger.
Fuck off me.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Now here's whistles and another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
They have one more timeout. If I can hit a completion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's what I want.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
I hiked the ball.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And now Roethlisberger signals for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Pipe it up, dude. Pipe it up, dude. I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna get greedy.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3rd and a mile.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And McDonald here over the middle.
I'm gonna get greedy. I said I'm gonna get greedy.
That should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense.
That just pretty much gives you cushion. They can go down and score. I'm 100% gonna go for one more play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. On third down, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.